This episode contains sensitive content that may be triggering for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Sio lazima ni confirm. Life ni yangu na i-control. Hainanga pressure. Kiniona pia unanisikia. Squeezy na kuanga na options.
Previously on Offscript.
How do you tell your parent no, but in a respectful way?
Inafaa umeshe. Kama unaona hii no nayo inaweza leta noma. Ebu wasikize.
Hata wao si watu wabaya sana, wanaweza kusikiza, and at the end of the conversation they might disagree.
Coming up on this episode, McKenna takes it to the campus at the University of Nairobi and asks the students, what part should men actually play in the fight for women's safety? We then tap and revisit raw moments from MTV Shuga, Mashariki and Gen Free, where fiction hits close to home. And later, Mushina sits down with Fidel, who grew up surrounded by feminism and still had to unlearn a few things. Let's get started.
This is Mushina Malomba.
And McKenna Kahu.
We are Offscript.
Once again, tuko hapa University
of Nairobi.
Kwanza mimi ni alumni wa huku.
Really?
Hey.
Which year?
I did my sikumaliza huku.
Unaona? So we are happy to be here today. We're having quite a number of conversations. Now we talk about feminism. It's about solidarity,
yes.
You know?
Who run the world? Girls.
Tuambie, you had conversations with a few people hapa UN, eh?
Yes.
How did that go?
Kama dawa. I was the early bird. Nilikuwa nauliza madam if they think we need men in this fight that we are fighting.
Feminism.
As women, we are fighting very many social issues regarding consent, rape, femicide, all these things, yeah? So I was asking the babes, do they think we need boys in this fight? Ama wanaona kama sisi peke yetu tumetosha mboga.
What was the reaction?
One thing that they said, and I totally agree with them, is this fight cannot be won alone. Hii vita lazima tushikane mikono,
solidarity,
tuambiane ukweli,
that's
and
true.
then tuambiane which is the way forward. And there's one babe that I spoke to, and she's a bit older, so tunaweza muita a norm holder, and I was really glad to see that we were on the same page na yeye. Na alikuwa anasema yeye kama yeye anaona the only way we can bridge this gap that we have between men and women is by having conversations. Alikuwa anasema she feels like men are not helping in the fight because most of the times they don't know what we are going through, which may not be 100% true. They may not know. Okay, I don't think you can miss the fact that women are being killed and the femicide movement that has been there.
Yes.
But I think what they do not feel like, why many men are not eager to join in the fight, is because the fight has been presented as nikitu ya wanawake, ama it's something that is so far from you, you know.
That's really funny when you say that, because most of the femicide cases that we have in this country, it has been orchestrated by the men, right? We have seen women being killed in this country, and it's because of the men. So when wanasema ti wanaume hawajui or they do not understand, it baffles me. Because I'm like, what do you mean? They're the men who are killing these women. Ukiangalia the reasons the men are actually putting out there. You're like, really? You're the reason unataka kusema sijui ati msichana amevaa sijui short skirt. But you have seen like grandmothers being raped. You have seen
small
that.
Children.
You understand. So what was the reason of that? You have seen small children being sexually assaulted. Is it a small skirt? No. So of course men should be involved. And also I sat down with a very interesting guy today, anaitwa Fidel. Na alikuwa ananiambia about how he was raised by a woman who was a feminist.
Oh, you told me that the stepmother.
Yes, the stepmother was a feminist. Alikuwa anaona kuna vitu zenye hafai kufanya kama mwanaume. Mbona nipike? Mbona niingie jikoni nioshe vyombo? But the mother taught her from early on, hizi ni vitu ambazo we all can do.
Unaona tukisema like that boy like Fidelia, si eti hajui anaweza osha vyombo. si eti hajui anaweza take care of himself ama anaweza pika. He knows. Same way other men know that other men are killing women.
That's the thing.
The thing is, I'm saying we've not brought it here. It's not a conversation we've had. We've not brought it close to home. In a cartoon ni kama kitu yenye
iko far. And
it's crazy because for a man to be able to resonate with a woman, even nikiwauliza, even the men that I asked them, they agreed that they should join the fight. And when I asked them why, the only reason a man could resonate and feel a woman is a human being that needs to be protected is if he sees that woman as a sister, as a cousin, as an auntie, as a mother. Because ukimuuliza kusema, you know, they are like our sisters. You know, mushina mimi nikiona mwanaume anauliwa pale anapigwa, sitasema, you know, he's like my brother. No, he's just a human being.
What baffles me is the fact how we disassociate ourselves with this issue, especially as men. It's like we are not part of it.
Yes.
And I was raised by women. Me, baba yangu nilikuambia last episode.
Mwenda zake.
Alienda kununua sigara hajairudi tangu 1994. So I was raised by women. I was raised by aunties. I was raised by my mom, my grandmother.
Yeah.
So for me, the women around me, they're like queens.
Yes.
They taught me exactly what there will be no mushina if it was not for my aunties and my mother.
And you see them as human beings.
Of course.
You don't see them as ni wale, ni wako pale. No, they're
Yes.
human beings because you actively interacted with them.
Yeah.
You have seen women can be wise. That's why I'm saying we really need to talk, you know, because even as women, I cannot explain to you, Mushina, that I have a right to live if I'm not having conversations with you. I also have to be able to have a conversation with you. Na pia wewe lazima ukwe situation yenye unaweza kaa chini unisikize, because kitu ya like a sister nashanga. Okay, they are not your sister, they are not your mother, they are just a person. Do they not deserve to be protected?
You know what? Let me say this. I feel like because growing up, most men ilikuwa usikae na wanawake wewe ni mwanaume kujo. I don't think most men really understand women.
And what
I don't
that has done is you can only see a woman in a sexual
sense.
Because if I want to play, I'll play with a boy. If I need help, I'll ask help from a boy. If it's homework, I'll do homework with the boy. If it's anything we're doing with boys. The only time girls will come into play anytime tunataka kukatiana. We want our egos to be boosted is when girls will come into play. So that is why it's very difficult to see this person as a human being and not as an object. And even the men, because there are men who are nice and they believe that we do have rights, but many men have been silent as being neutral.
You know.
And being silent is not being neutral.
That's true.
Being silent is taking a side.
Yeah.
And you've chosen the side to not fight with the women.
That's true.
Being silent is not neutral. Don't confuse them.
Me nataka kujua, as especially men in the audience right now, do you feel the need to be involved in feminism?
To be very honest. Also, if you feel like match ya femicide si match yenye inaweza tokea, una feel like watu wakisema reject mimi naweza tokea. Wakisema don't kill us, mimi naona hiyo shughuli ni ya madem.
You're siko involved.
So if you feel like manze, I'm feeling some type of way, to support, but kwenda match hiyo inakuwa too much. Also tell us why.
Everyone's got a take. Let's see what the people have to say.
So when it comes to issues zenye zina affect women in society, do you think that it is important for men to help, or do you think it is a must for men to help so that change can come about?
On this aspect, I wouldn't say someone is obligated to help, but based on your conscience, you should know what is right and wrong as an adult.
Yeah, issues are madams and affect because you know we all have sisters.
Yeah.
And you have to care for them just the way you care for your sister. Ukiona dem na issue tu, una take it as if ni sister yako.
By the kuna hii methali ya Kiswahili inasema kidole kimoja haivunji chawa. To unite sisi na wanaume, it will be possible.
Ina depend kitu wenye wanataka kusimamia. Hivi ina happen in a positive way in a society. On my side nitatokea ni wa support, but kama iko in a negative way definitely sitatokea.
Mimi kwangu hata mimi naambianga mtu akiniuliza na muelezeanga everything. Nakwambia ni understand, si ati unanipea leo 200 na unaniambia twende na wewe. Hiyo nayo ni uongo.
Unajua kuua watu hivyo sifurahii. Ndio sababu pia naweza ingia kwa hiyo nini, kwa hiyo maandamano.
Sawa, that's the vibe kwa ground. Now, check this out. Here's a moment from Shuga Mashariki.
No means what? No means what? This month, we have lost 10 femicide. I don't know what they want. Killing us, our mothers, our sisters, our daughters. Sijui ni wangapi wanafaa kukufa ndio dunia inotice. Our lives matter. So no means what? No means what?
Ish! Sawa, let's get back into it. Heard anything on this episodes that you want to talk about in a safe, private, and judgment-free space? Chat na our Sema Nami chatbot on WhatsApp. Number ni 0758 919 709. Hii ni one-on-one. Take a listen.
We want to talk about feminism, and there's something interesting that you told me earlier. You're raised by a feminist.
Yes.
How was that? How was it growing up as a guy who's raised by a woman who is a staunch feminist?
Yes. First of all, it was difficult by there for me to endure that environment because I was born and raised in a patriarchal community.
Yeah.
She has struggled by there to fight the patriarchal community. I've been brought up in Kibra. And as you know, Kibra is one of the communities in male chauvinism.
Okay.
It was very difficult for me to adjust from being raised in this community where there is a lot of male dominance, coming to a home where my father got married to a feminist woman.
A feminist woman, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now you understand these things. I was born by another woman who is my biological mother. But I came and found my father. Alishaoa bibi mwingine na bibi alikuwa feminist.
Yeah.
So it was difficult for me to adjust kwa hiyo environment.
Like difficulties kama gani, for example?
Like as a boy, there are some gender norms that we say ni automatic huko kwa mtaa.
Yeah.
Like boys should always be tough. Boys should not do the house chores ama kufua. We were fighting, like I was seeing like she was attacking me, trying to teach me that also boys can do this. Like you can share your chores. To me, I was finding it kama mateso. But with time, nilikuja kukuwa na perspective ingine different sana na feminism.
Yeah.
Because I came to find out, even most feminists around Kenya, most of them ni sexists. Only a few of them wanajaribu ku live the dream of feminism.
Do you think, like now what you've just said, feminism, especially in this country, it's misunderstood?
Yes. Initially, it was supposed to champion for equality. Ndio, kuna some aspect of equity itawekwa hapa, priorities. Equality, I feel they should prioritize women. They should also focus on the equality, which is the main agenda in the feminism.
You have said something, I think, on the lens of you think women should have the responsibility to educate the men on what feminism is and all that. Why do you think that responsibility should fall on the women?
First of all, we can never educate ourselves because we found this system that was created. It was created by man.
A man, okay.
The system, revolution is its own children. It's the same as your system. Man alicreate system yenye namkula yeye mwenyewe. Man ako kwa system yenye hawezi jitetea.
Yeah.
Lakini mwanamke kwa system anaweza kuwa educated, akona exposure na anaweza jitetea. So unapata most of the men wako kwa society huko chini. Yes, we are trying to fight, champion for equality. Feminism ndio imekana. You are empowering women economically so that asidependi mwanaume, at least anaweza ishi peke yake. But there is a hate huyu mwanaume inakuwa built ndani yake. Yes, it is good wanawake wanakuwa empowered, but also we should try and consider engage wanaume kwa hizi forums so that wakuwe na idea sikuwe tu wanakaa. Most of the men knows that feminist women are their enemies. They don't understand feminism. No, that's the problem. But if women could come out and let men also understand feminism ni hivi na hivi, at least hiyo chuki itapungua.
I'm really curious to know what your perception is, especially now, from what your mother used to teach you.
I actually don't have any issue on such, because even when we go back home, I have my two sisters and my two brothers. When you go back home, we share our chores equally.
Okay.
Mimi nikiosha vyombo, hivi wenye mimi ni mkubwa hivi mpaka leo niko campus. Nikienda home kwetu mimi nitaosha vyombo.
And also I want to know about the roles that the men should play, especially in dismantling those systems. Umesema wanaume ndio walitengeneza hizo systems. Ni role gani yenye wanaume wanafaa kuplay to dismantle those systems so that we can be both equal?
The thing wanaume wanafaa kufanya ni kwanza they lower their ego. Most of the men are very arrogant and they are very proud like, yeah man. Feminism, I feel it's about love. Because my mother is a feminist, a stanch one, fighting patriarchy. Unaona? But when you go back home, kuna a lot of love being shared in that home. Like, hata huwa anapost kwa status zake like, ana show feminism kwa perspective nyingine. Unapata kuna many feminist women hawako hata married. Kwa sababu they don't even think about men. Yani men kwao ni trash. There's that hatred.
For lack of a better word, hatred.
There's that hatred.
Okay.
But to my mom, I communicate hatred and I communicate love.
So there have been quite a number of actually feminism marches in Nairobi. Have you joined them? Do you consider yourself as a feminist?
I've joined a lot of feminist marches. I've worked in a feminist organization. I consider myself as a feminist because mimi siwezi simama mahali. I cannot stand anywhere when you violate rights za mwanamke ama mwanaume.
Na unyamaze?
Siwezi nyamaza. Lazima nitaongea.
Do you get to tell your peers?
I engage my friends tukiwa shule. Tunaongea na sikiza different perspectives za watu. But we have a very long way
to go.
Because we still have boys huko chini. Because mimi dem hizi niambia kitu. Like unajaribu kumletea ile idea mapenzi ni partnership. Si lazima mwanaume kuwa na domination. Lakini mimi ndo mwanaume. Mimi nimeshakuwa mimi nimekuwa na issues na girlfriend yangu by the way. Nishakuwa na madem wengine wananiambia lazima ukalie dem yako ngumu. Lazima muonyeshe wewe ni mwanaume. So nikoza why should I do that?
I feel like with people like you are going to make this country a better place. Thank you so much. Asante sana for the conversation.
This is the Offscript podcast. Haya, back to the convo.
Hi, I'm Dab. For me, I'll say I'll support women. Why? One, because I believe we all have different strategies of dealing with issues. I'm talking this as an advocate now. What I've done, talking about the issue about femicide and everything, based on my information and what I do writing. So I published an opinion piece about that issue. That's raising awareness.
Thank you so much.
Also online, especially online presence right now, it's a big deal. People are talking about femicide. I would see women saying like, hey, where are the men? Mbona wanaume hawaongelei hii story? Where are the women are the ones who are making noise online? Ikikuwa wakati ya ku slut shame, mko pale mnaongea, lakini kutetea. Not so many men were speaking out. The men when you're on a big followership wamekaa wamenyamaza.
And even those that support the movement still don't want to talk about it. Why? Nani hapa anaweza tuambia one guy?
Hello. So my name is Roy. Mina feel as if boy child amesaulika. In a way, hiyo ndio inafanya unapata like wataki kuingia kwa hii juu maboys wako wapi. So me personally I feel kuko na need ya let us heal the boy child and then protect the ladies. In as much as tuna advocate for madem juu enyewe kweli wanakapitia for real. But pia kuko na need ya ku raise awareness. Kuna vitu zenye maboys wanapitia na yet hawapati hizo spaces. Ukiangalia like right now, enda mabukla madem ndo wamejaa huko. Maboys wameenda wapi? Unacheki hizi spaces mingi hivi unapata maboys nikawa wameanza kusaulika. And I think one of the biggest thing enyadi UN wameanza kurealize kwa hiyo goal yao ya gender equality walianza kuempower madem wakasao maboys. So hapo ndo inakuwa ni kama tumeweaponize maboys karibu wote from an early age. Boys akoza like mjue maboys wanakuanga maumbwa, wanaume ni wanyama, yet hao ni maboys manze. Like I make sense. So me I feel as if kuko na hiyo need ya create awareness. Acha to heal maboy to skin nini ndo mnapitia and then after that pia acha to protect the ladies.
It is true, but we cannot pause one, concentrate on the other, and then when this one is done we unpause this other one. So what I would suggest we do is we have to be there for one another all the time. So if today we are showing up for a girl, tunashikana mkono sisi wote tunaenda tuna show up for the girl. If jioni tena tumetoka kwa girl tunasikia kijana amepigwa na demu yake, tunashikana tena mkono tunaenda huko, because we are all going through problems simultaneously.
You say something quite important. Let's heal the boy child. And the start of healing, it comes through communication. Unapitia nini? And you'll find from the different episodes we talked about how men find it very hard to actually communicate and open up and talk about their issues. So unapata mtu akona ameweka mambo zake, yes, bottled up, anakutana na msichana anamwambia kitu moja ndio hiyo. So I think we should find ways how we can be able to let boys communicate. I don't know how, but we need boys to talk more.
Also, the other thing we wanted to ask, the way we are fighting, it's because there's so many injustices everywhere. So the moment you speak up after every injustice, unaka hey. Kila siku ni maandamano. Kwani unakuwa tu umejam kila leo. You can't take a break and like enjoy life and just laugh. You risk looking like you're a bit too much.
Too much.
So now let me ask the boys, unaweza date dem mwenye ako very
outspoken,
openly
feminist,
ama do you feel as a boy ni poa like na get kenye unadu but
I just want a bikini picture.
Mimi nataka
bwana kila picture yako tu ni maandamano. Tumie kitu on a Tuesday. Have you once? Kila siku kama bebe. Kila siku wewe ndio. Dedan Kimaki. Ukalekata mimi nionyesha anataka ka baby girl. Anataka soft girl. Mimi sijaenda kukatia Wangari Madai.
Ya kwanza ni about bado men involvement. Kuna sisi wengineo wenye hata hatujui femicide ni nini. So tuna support nini. Una get? So tunafaa ku break the information ikue inaanza hata kwa manyumba zetu na watoto wetu. And then from hapo tutakuwa tumefeel tuko involved sana. Si ati ni kuje tu kwa space yenye napata already kuna vitu zenye zimeshafanyika and then mimi nakuja like so kusupport ndio tu nionekane kama mwanaume. No, I want to be involved from the beginning of it.
Outspoken, kuna outspoken.
Sasa nataka outspoken.
Hiyo inafaa kuwa outspoken. Kwani tunaanzisha NGO. Atuanzishe NGO so hawezi kuwa kwa street kila siku.
Kwa nini? Just tell me.
Some people lose themselves into it. So pia mimi nahitaji time. Unaweza kuona ni lose ukiprotect wase wengine, kumbe una create another victim of the same.
Okay, mimi kwanza si feel poa watu wakisema the reason why hizi femicides zitaendelea ni juu men wana feel kama girls have been over empowered. You cannot kill someone because you feel like they have been empowered more than you. It is not a competition of who is more empowered between the man and the boy. Treat this as a crime because it is. Na kama umenyamaza wewe ni accomplice. So the best course of action ni watu waongee and then tuache hii debate ya who is more empowered than who. At the end of the day, it's about creating equal spaces, not more spaces for women than men. The message is equal spaces for men and women. And then on dating, wanaume, date your type. Wacha kukuja umenitoa kwa maandamano, alafu unataka kuja kuniambia ninyamaze nisiongee. Nitaongea. Kama unataka demu wa kanisa muende kwa church. Unataka kutoa demu uko kwa club kwa sherehe, alafu unataka kumwambia weekend ka home. No, date your type. Sisi wa kuongea mtu ache tuongee. Wewe ukitaka soft lady mwenye anakaa home na ongei wako pia, go for those ones.
There's something yenye ameongea, especially in the competition. Why should there be a competition between the men and the women?
And we are all suffering.
We're going through the same things as what you had said earlier. Ukikuwa na these matches, men should join in. Ukikuwa na men mwanaume ameuliwa mali, women should join in. Sisi wote tunafaa kuungana. We need to be kuna hiyo solidarity sisi wote.
And like he has said, our good friend here mwenye ametuambia as an advocate, he has said that one thing that have taken home is some men don't want to join in a fight that they think has already
started.
Na join fight ya watu katikati. But what we can say is please come, you are very much welcome. If I see peke yetu, everyone is welcome here. We have space for everyone. And if you're there and you know a man who would love to join but they are clueless, they don't know what to do, educate them.
Wafunze.
Tumeambia kuna watu wajui femicide ni nini. Tell them what femicide is. Tell them it is a crime. Tell them why it is a crime, because everyone has the right to live.
And don't be silent. Watoto nyumbani, you have a smaller sibling, you need to let them know, especially about the equality. So we are equal.
Everyone, and what we've learned today is we need to listen to each other and communicate, because being understood, and I love to say, being understood, first you have to listen. Listening is part of being understood. So, mume have a good time.
Thank you. Offscript.
Coming up next on Offscript.
Not fitting in is one thing, but also not being able to fit in with people that you consider close, it's another level of pain.
If you're in church, they have their belief system.
Yeah.
Huku kwa kukunywa pia, kanisa watakwambia usikunywe. Lakini jamani, si Yesu alibadilisha maji kakua.
Offscript is brought to you by Shuga Global. Heard anything on this episodes that you want to talk about in a safe, private, and judgment-free space? Chat na our Sema Nami chatbot on WhatsApp. Number ni 0758 919 709.